Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Azula from the Hummingbird Coven. Welcome to your episode 7, I think, of Twinflame Tuesdays. If you are new, welcome. In this reading, I go over the energies of the Divine Feminine and Masculine. How are they? What is their overall energy, their overall theme in this moment? And also this is a timeless video, so whenever you see it is when it is meant for you. But I go over their energies, their overall themes, and then what the ancestors and what the mothers have to say about that, or maybe their advice to both divine masculine and feminine. And then I also go into their head, heart, and 3D space to see what's going on. And again, I get the advice from the ancestors about that. This reading particularly will be for the full moon in Scorpio that's happening on the 7th. So interesting that this is the 7th Twin Flame Tuesday, and I feel like that is because we are stepping into a time of higher wisdom, higher knowledge, higher understanding of what this connection is actually about and what the purpose is. And this is the time when twin flames are kind of coming together. We're learning our major lessons. And we're coming into union, or coming closer to union, or honestly it kind of depends on your own free will and the choices that you make within your own partnership. But if you have both been following your path, if you both have been doing your work and your healing, the energy is for the world, for the planet, because this is twin flames all over the world, soulmates all over the world coming into union to help to raise the vibration of this planet, because they are meant to come together to build something and to create something that is going to influence the world, and again be support the generations that come after. We're breaking generational curses as well of in some cases relationships that didn't stand the test of time. A lot of people in this kind of world that we're coming out of, divorce was something that was almost common. Like almost every other person was divorced or separated because of cheating, because of whatever kind of got in the way of your relationship, whether it was, honestly usually it was your partner kind of reflecting the things that you maybe need to deal with and work on within yourself, and you not being able to handle that, or you don't want to deal with it at that moment, and because of also other factors of the world that we have kind of lived in and grew up in and been conditioned in. The world told you forget it. They told you leave. They told you if they don't cause you happiness, if they cause you stress and anxiety, that your divine part, or your husband or your wife, if they cause you stress and anxiety all the time, then you should leave the relationship. But a lot of the times people are then heartbroken, because for some people, like, that was the partner that they were meant to kind of spend the rest of their lives with, but they were both not done growing. And that was the other problem, is people getting into relationships before they knew who they were, and with themselves, before they actually had the chance to grow up and understand their own faults and their own mistakes and try to right them and build success personally. And that is also the kind of phase that we are in the twin flame connection right now, is finding that individual sense of self. Like, who am I without my partner? Because that part is as much important, just as important as you two being together and creating together. It's also what you are creating separately that you should be supporting each other in as well, but it's more on your own path. This is what you would have been doing before you met. Like, if you never met your masculine, this is the path that you were meant to follow until you guys cross paths. And you probably crossed paths somewhere in the career, like doing what you love. In some way, you and your partner crossed paths because you were doing what you love, and they were doing what they loved, or treating themselves with love, and you guys found each other because of that, because of a common interest. So yeah, take that as you will, and you'll probably also start finding that you and your partner have more and more things that you can probably build and grow together on, and you're probably better together than you are apart, and will find more success together by putting these two halves of whatever it is that you're creating into one and moving it forward in that way. And then this is also speaking of the divine feminine and masculine literally just coming together. For some of you, you might be creating a family or creating like an actual child as well, like creating a love child. So yeah, that's kind of the energy that we're working in. I'm gonna get straight into the reading. So grab your tea, grab your notebooks, grab everything that you need, grab your incense, grab your candle, get comfy. Hopefully this will be a quick reading, but you guys already know that my readings tend to go longer depending on kind of the messages that come through with spirit. So I'm gonna pull, I think I'm gonna do it a little bit differently today. I'm gonna pull the divine feminine's energy with this deck, my Nature Speak deck, and I'll pull the divine masculines from my Sacred World Oracle. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the energy is kind of different. And it is. It has evolved. It has grown. And I'm definitely excited to see, because I haven't been here. I didn't do an episode last week. So it's been a while since we've tapped in to the collective, to the energy. So let's see what energy the divine feminine is in at this time. As we enter the full moon in Scorpio, and we're already feeling its energy, especially again if you have been doing your work and been tapping into the gifts that you have, you should already be feeling this shift in energy. Okay, divine feminine, as we move into the full moon, thank you. Veils parting. Yeah. Divine feminine is very much connected. You have resolved conflict under that. Yeah, I feel like the divine feminine is very much connected to the spirit world, to the other kind of the other side of the veil. She's been receiving information. She's been receiving downloads. She's been resolving mental conflicts within herself of maybe things that she was juggling or trying to figure out how to also move forward on the path, because it can kind of be confusing, I feel like, when you, whether you're in a relationship with someone, or you're maybe in a business relationship, you're in like one phase of your life, and a part of it feels good, a part of it feels comfortable, it feels familiar, and especially again if this is your soul partner, like you have a soul love for this person, so it can be confusing to feel like you have to quote unquote separate from them in a sense to find yourself. It's like, what does that mean also within your relationship? However your dynamics are, it can be different, and it can cause different amounts also of, again, confusion on like, how are we moving forward? Are we moving forward together? Is that not what this journey is about? Yes, it is, but it's also about following your own path. It's like a constant cycle that goes like this, really and truly. You do meet, and you do complement each other, and you do kind of revolve around each other's worlds in a sense. But it's all like, you guys also were not meant to spend every single waking hour of the day with each other, right? You do have your own gifts and talents that you need to continue to cultivate and see where they're meant to take you and your soul on your personal path and journey. So I feel like the divine feminine is in an energy where she's receiving that information. Veils are parting. She's being visited maybe in dream spaces, that is helping her by her ancestors and by her angels and guides to help her resolve these conflicts that I feel like she's been having in her headspace. It's like nightmare energy, like Nine of Swords is kind of what I'm getting. So I feel like there's an energy of, again, like understanding and letting go of the conflicts, letting go of the fears. It's moving from the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. It's like, I'm letting go of this mental anxiety, because I also know that as a divine feminine, like, you are not in control, right? It's divine that's in control, and as long as you can continue to feel what you're feeling in your heart. It's kind of like see feelingly is an energy that I'm getting, especially because Divine Feminine is so much tapped into the spirit world at this time. You have to feel it out as you move forward. Right now, you can't really use your logic. You have to feel it out. Yes, your logic is still there and it still supports you and it helps you. Again, there's a little bit of quote unquote light in the darkness. But you have to move forward from your heart space. Especially with this green energy, you have to move forward with your heart space to clear your third eye and your crown chakra from any lower vibrational or negative energies, any chaos, any destruction that's trying to come in, and take away your blessings from you by making you, again, make a mistake on your journey and choose to settle instead of choosing, again, your personal growth, and furtherment in your own career. Again, that is where you're going to re-meet your masculine and the things that you love, right? Actually, yeah, let me just pull. And because she is super connected to the ancestors, I'm just going to get the message straight from my ancestors and angels guide for the Divine Feminine to see what they want her to know during this time, what they're trying to get her to understand, what they're trying to show her in her dreams and her visions to help her resolve her conflicts, her mental conflicts, her mental anxiety, any nightmares maybe that she's been having. What is the message from the ancestors for the Divine Feminine energy at this time as we move into the energy of the full moon in Scorpio? And the full moon is also a time of forgiveness, right? You got to forgive yourself and show yourself love for maybe mistakes that you've made in the past as well. Maybe there are things that have come back to haunt her because of the way she treated her masculine or the way he treated her, and maybe things are kind of being brought up. But I mean, it is that time, like, things are being tested as well. Your faith, your strength is being tested. So more negative energies are going to come up, and see if you're true to your word and see if you're going to make the same mistakes in your reactions, or if you're going to continue to, again, see feelingly and move forward with your heart space because you trust and you have faith that this is your divine connection. Again, I kind of feel like it is more so a balance between the heart and the head space for Divine Feminines. But let me just get your ancestral message. What do they want her to know? Okay, a few cards came out. I'm just going to keep them. You have 3 cards. Oracle, wait for important information. Again, this is the energy the Divine Feminine is in right now. In the Oracle energy, she's receiving downloads. She's maybe doing what you're doing right now and kind of receiving these messages that are guiding her on her connection. She's getting, maybe she has like a counselor, like a therapy counselor or a healer in some way that is helping her heal her relationship, maybe just with herself or again within your relationship, within your divine union. But yeah, I feel like this is the Divine Feminine right now. She's kind of closing her eyes and she's like, Spirit, give me the information. Let me know which way I'm meant to go. My heart is open, I feel like, is what this is also giving me. I feel like the Divine Feminine is like, my heart is open. Take care of your needs. But yeah, it's about, you have to take care of you. You can't wait around, right? It's like, wait for important information from Spirit. But again, continue to take care of you. Continue to take care of your crafts, your passions, the things that you're meant to do in this life. Right? You are meant to be a leader, I feel like, as well. With that wolf energy, it's like an alpha energy. You're meant to be the alpha. Maybe at this time, right? It is the rise of the Divine Feminine energy. So it's like you need to continue to gain your own power and strength. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Continue to move forward from your heart space. We're going to give you information that is going to give you your emotional bliss. Like, just trust us, trust the information that's coming in, even if maybe it seems possibly a little bit conflicting, or it feels like it's maybe putting you in separation in some way. Right now, you guys need to be separated so that you can both continue to heal, so that when you do come together, when it is time, perfect timing, divine timing, that is when you're meant to move forward. And it'll happen, again, like perfectly, in perfect timing and divine timing, effortlessly. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Remember, this is giving me, remember your soul contract, right? Look into your astrology, and also your partner's astrology maybe. And they should also be looking into their astrology, because your meeting, it is fated, it is connected, it was written in the stars, right? You were meant to come together, you were meant to meet each other in this lifetime, but you both still have your own path that you need to follow. I hope you can see that, sorry. Know me in my natural light. Yeah, it's like, stop worrying and just wait for, like, continue to go back to spirit and continue to get your next steps on your path. And remember that, again, if it's meant to be, it will be. And then you have the earth guardian, stay rooted and grounded, right? Again, in heart space. Continue to move forward in your heart. And I'm getting a dream energy. So I feel like, pay attention to your dreams. That is where they're going to give you your information. It could also just be in, like, your meditative space, when you're able to connect to that subconscious space. But yeah, pay attention to your daydreams as well, right? The dreams when you're sleeping, but the dreams also that you have when you're awake. Continue to pay attention to the downloads of information that you're getting that are putting you on your path. Continue to watch the moon, continue to watch the planets, the stars, and start to understand how their energy affects you, because it does. And it does also affect your relationship at this time. And it does also show you maybe the direction that you need to go in order to move this relationship forward in the way that it is meant to move. And then because I'm seeing this and I know what this card is, you have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. You're breaking generational curses. Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Like, you have nothing to fear. Divine is giving you the information. Like, if it also feels right in your heart, like, there is a part of your soul that is like, this feels so right, but it feels like it's pulling me away maybe from my masculine energy, in a sense. And it's because you need to strengthen your masculine energy at this time, I feel like, Divine Feminines. And using your masculine energy to move forward with your spiritual practice, your spiritual goals and ambitions, and what you came here to do. Your spiritual mission that you're meant to play out in this life. You have to step into your role as a divine feminine energy. I'll keep this one up for you. And again, I kind of feel like this energy is coming with the moon, with the full moon in Scorpio. Continue to connect to your root chakra. Continue to connect to your heart chakra. Ground, again, stay rooted and grounded. Rooted and grounded in your heart space. Maybe you need to go outside and ground. Like, put your feet in the earth. What is the energy for the Divine Masculine? What is the energy for the Divine Masculine energy? I'm also getting an imagery for the willow of how the leaves kind of just sway in the wind. Like they just go with the flow. They bend, like they're very flexible, is what I'm feeling. Like flexible, adaptable is a message that's coming through as well. as things change, be flexible to that change. Adapt to that new situation. Also, what would it look like if you did adapt to the new situation that Spirit is trying to bring into your life? It's like, pay attention to that, because that is also how you're going to manifest it. But you have to wait for the information, like for the confirmations also that you are correct, right? It's being humble as well, and always going back to Spirit. Always knowing that Spirit is the one with the true power and the true knowledge, that is what is being channeled through you. And how you take your actions. I also feel like Spirit is trying to, because she has coins on her necklace here, and then she also has this snake on her arm. This is giving me Spirit is trying to bring you into your personal abundance as well, like actual physical wealth, also with that earth energy and that rooted energy. So for some of you, this could be some type of inheritance of some kind. For some of you, this may just, again, be like some money coming in some way. Like Spirit, I also feel like Spirit kind of wants to surprise you in a way. They're going to give you money in a way that maybe you didn't think that it was going to come in, and it came in for you. And then it's also like Spirit is trying to give you like what it is you truly desire as well, I'm feeling. Yeah. What do you truly desire? What do you truly want? How do you want to move forward again? Don't settle for anything less than what your heart is telling you to move towards. And trust that your love will follow you, Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine energy. What is this overall energy right now? As we prepare for the... there it is. Thank you. The horse. I love that. And the frog. Perfect. So the Divine Masculine is the energy of moving forward. This is movement. The horse is movement. This is the time of the full moon. You have the full moon in this picture. This is moving forward. This is... and look, there's like a crack. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a crack between... like they're jumping from one space to another, from one world to another before the kind of earthquake happens and separates. And that's like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Again, they're jumping in perfect timing. It took them a while, but they're jumping in perfect timing with this full moon. When they realize also what it is that they desire, and when they remember who they are as a part of this contract as well. Right? And their part to play, their role to play as a Divine Masculine, as the one who is meant to move this forward at this point. But they had to connect to their heart space first. They had to remember that, again, they made a contract. They have to be true to their word and what they said that they were also going to do. In this equal give and take, I'm feeling like as well, like Six of Pentacles energy. You're finding a quality in your relationship is the energy that's coming through. This is card number 36. Yeah, this is card number 9. Again, this is their personal growth, their personal journey that they had to go through. But again, because they tapped into their heart space, because they found this beauty, realized that this relationship was fertile, they're ready to step into, wow, their spiritual journey. And this is giving me Emperor energy and become the Emperor. And then you have Cancer. This is giving me 2 messages with this full moon, because Cancer energy is ruled by the moon, but it's also giving me because they found their own hidden treasure. They remembered their light, right? And their own personal power to manifest their spiritual journey and to have a fertile and like relationship with you. This is also kind of well, this is card number 4, so this is actual kind of actually this is more, well, it's kind of different energy. I'm kind of getting Emperor energy because it's a card number 4, but I'm also getting King of Pentacles energy. Again, they're also trying to give you more abundance, right? And both of you have a part to play in that. especially if you have children with this card. And then Firefly. It's like they're starting to see they're being inspired by you. I feel like Divine Feminines. They're being inspired by this relationship. And again, like what has been written in the stars for this relationship, what it is that you are meant to do together. They're being inspired and they're having like little, but again, it happens when you continue to connect to your energy. Okay, let me get the message for the Divine Masculines from the mothers. Because I feel like the energy of the moon and of the feminine energy is supporting the Divine Masculines at this time. I feel like the ancestors are also supporting the Divine Masculine at this time. So let me get the message from the mothers of the water and of the night. What is their advice to the Divine Masculine as we enter the energy of the full moon in Scorpio? It's like just, again, it's perfect timing. Just in the nick of time. And then again, I was saying, because this is an energy that came up, I feel like it was in the last, either the last Twin Flame Tuesday that I did or the one before that. It was the energy of slow down to speed up. So they also had to slow it down so that they could also tap into their own feminine energy so that now they can speed up with the energy of this moon. Now they can move forward passionately onto this new timeline. Okay. What is the message from the mothers at this time? What is the message from the mothers at this time? What is the advice to the Divine Masculines as we enter the full moon in Scorpio? Playful. Yeah. Continue to be playful. And embrace, I feel like this is giving me like embrace new beginnings. With also this 44, which is kind of finding your, again, that 4 energy, finding your stability, but then 4 and 4 equals 8 as we move through this cycle. I'm also seeing be playful with your own gifts and abilities, your own passions, your own purpose, right? And your own crafts and what you love to do. Continue to be playful with that energy and explore it. Because you also have the individuality card. You also have to know who you are and your role to play in this divine union. Again, this is also a 9 card, so it's like you're finally moving into your actual purpose. This is where you belong. The things that you're good at, right? The things that you used to just play around with as a child and it became a passion, it became a love, it became this burning love inside you as well. Continue to move forward in that. Continue to play around in that. Find your own individuality within that. What makes you different? Yes, many other people could do this and maybe they're gaining success. And I don't know, I feel like there's an energy of confusion maybe because of, there's like 2 energies. It's like, it's an energy of like, I feel like I could do better than what is already out there. But it's also, I feel like I'm not, like mature enough in this space. But it's not about that. It's about you being exactly who you are and who you're meant to be. It's about you being innocent and just doing what you love as a child would do what they love, right? Completely carefree, like abandon any misconceptions or any confusion or anything that's trying to cloud your judgment of who you are as an individual and your gifts and the talents that you were born with that run through your bloodline. Again, this is where you belong. This is also card number 5. This is a card of change. This is card number 47, 11, which is this portal that you're moving through, right? And then 23, another card number 5, and then this is listening in your meditative spaces as well, to find your confidence and be successful and be able to start fresh, like have a new beginning, and remember your power, because you remember your self-worth, you understand your self-worth. So now you are able to focus and things can come into balance because you've had the vision, because you are able to step into your divine feminine energy. Divine masculines are able to tap into their divine feminine energy, and that's a balanced energy now, so that they're able to now move forward in love and have fulfillment. Wow. I could keep going. This is the energy that we are in at the time of this moon. So that is beautiful, and that is exactly, I feel like, where this collective should be at this time. Okay, what else am I pulling? Let's do some cards to see where they are in their head, heart, and environmental space. And then what does Spirit want them to know? What else? And then maybe I'll pull an animal, the animal spirit that is supporting you, because I did do the divine feminine, masculine, and union energies, what is supporting you during the full moon. I think I did that in my full moon video. So check that out if you haven't seen that already, to see what energies are supporting you in the planets, and maybe areas in your houses that you may want to check out, or in your signs, or in, again, your planet that might be supporting you. Yeah, so I'll pull these. Okay. What's going on with the divine feminine in her headspace? What's going on with the divine feminine in her headspace? Ooh. Okay, so a few cards. Let me put it back. Alright, just give me one card, please. For divine feminine, what's going on in her headspace? Clarify veils parting. What's going on in her headspace right now? Ooh. 2 of Cups. Yep. And then you have Chariot at the bottom of the deck, which is wanting to move forward again with a balanced head and heart space, as I was saying. In this season of change and chaos, holding on to your truth and your intuition about this union. What is the divine feminine feeling in her heart space? 4 of Wands. Yeah. This is this marriage. This is this contract. This is this stability that she's trying to build, that she's trying to grow with her masculine. Yeah, see, with her King of Wands. With her man of action. And then what's going on in her 3D space? What's going on in the divine feminine's 3D space at this time, as we move into the energy of the full moon in Scorpio? What's going on in the divine... Oh, thank you. King of Wands came right back out. Yeah, she's like, take action towards me. Because there's an energy of confusion that the divine feminine is in right now. Maybe, again, because there hasn't been action, but what she doesn't know is that that's the energy that the divine... Well, you know now because I'm telling you, because I'm reading it on camera. But that is the divine... that is the energy the divine masculine is in at this moment. He is in this energy of wanting to move forward with passion, right? He wants to, like, there's an energy of wanting to be playful. Yeah, this is an energy of yearning. I mean, she loves her divine masculine, right? She doesn't want to move forward without him. She doesn't want to separate. But she has to also be faithful And what this is giving me is like continue to have strong boundaries as well. Like, don't let your guard down, in a sense. Like, okay, this is interesting, because there is an energy of defensiveness. Okay, I feel like it's because of this, again, because this is Two of Swords. This is like a stalemate. So there hasn't really been communication, because we've been kind of, split in half, right? Fighting our own heads for the divine feminine energy. Yeah, and then you have Knight of Pentacles, because things have been moving forward slowly. But that's the energy that they're meant to move forward in, right? Thoughtfully. You want someone who's going to take action towards you thoughtfully as well. And take the truth that they have received, take the wisdom, the understanding that divine is giving them, and be able to channel that into action to help move this union forward and get out of the old karmic cycle that wasn't serving you, right? You have to take action. Okay, let me see what divine says. What is their advice with this? Wait for important information. What is the information that they want to give the divine feminine in her head, heart, and 3D space? Let me know if this resonates with you at all, if this is making sense. I feel like their energy is kind of mirrored though at this time. And I feel like it's also because they can, like, maybe spiritually sense each other's energy, so they are feeling each other's energy in a sense. Okay, give me, for the divine feminine in her head space, clarify Two of Cups. An oracle, wait for important information. What does Spirit want her to know? 10 of Pentacles, yeah. Again, with that Knight of Pentacles energy, it moves slowly because it takes time for things to grow. It takes time. Okay, hold on, because I have already a feeling about this. And look, you have Justice at the bottom of the deck. Again, this is the energy also of that past moon that we had. The super full moon in Libra that we had in April, on the 7th, 8th of April. Look, it's trying to move you into smoother waters, but you have to find your own strength, your own confidence. And I'm also feeling like you have the King of Cups under that as well. Your King of Cups is also finding his strength and confidence to plant seeds. But right now there's an energy, like there's a tempting energy. There's a devil's energy. There's a more lower vibrational energy that's causing burdens. But we're trying to see the higher picture. We're trying to receive the downloads of information, right? Queen of Cups as well. We're also trying to be in our heart space, right? The balance of head and heart. This is like the minor arcana and the major arcana of this same type of energy. I feel like it's someone who knows how to connect with spirit, but it's like connecting to the words, the wisdom, the communication that spirit gives you, the intuition, right? So that's comes from your head space, but you have to ground it down into your heart space and make sure that they are in balance, that they are in alignment, that they match, is what I'm feeling. Again, continue to work on your crafts so that you can move towards your wishes, so that you can free yourself from old chains, from, again, the ancestral patterns that we're letting go of relationships that didn't work out in the past because of betrayal. That is the energy that we're trying to come out of. That is a karmic cycle that we're coming out of, this betrayal energy. Okay, let me pull your heart space. What do they want divine feminine to know in her heart space with the Four of Wands? Hold on. What do they want divine feminine to know? in her heart space. Wow. 10 of Cups. They want to give you everything. Like, Spirit is trying to give you all that you deserve, all that you desire, as I said. So you don't want to rush that, right? You want that to come in its perfect timing. You want all 10 cups and you want all 10 pentacles. That's what they're trying to offer you right now. But you have to be patient. Again, you have to continue to be patient. Right? This is a card of like having faith, having hope that things are going to work out, that Spirit is going to gift you in this new beginning. But now, right now, we're still going through our death and rebirth period. And that takes time because we're letting go of 5 of Pentacles energy. This is poverty energy. Right? Lack energy. Feeling cheated, feeling left out in the cold. We're moving away. That is the karmic cycle. 5 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords. Heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment. Those are the karmic cycles that we are breaking. Generationally breaking. The Empress, so that we can manifest a new beginning. Okay. Give me 3D space with the Divine Feminine energy. Yep, this is exactly the energy that has been coming out in even my personal readings. Like my personal, like in the prayers that I do every morning. Because this is how I kind of connect to Spirit, is I'll shuffle my cards and I'll communicate to Spirit in that way and kind of receive the messages that they have for me in that way. And this is the energy that's been coming out. Give me 3D space for the Divine Feminine energy, please. With this King of Wands, sorry. Hanged Man. Change your perspective. I also feel like things are still suspended before we move forward. Again, because things are balancing out, see? And then you have Queen of Swords. And I feel like that's also what's balancing out your Queen of Swords, your head space, and then the Queen of Cups that came out before, your heart space, right? Because in your head, you have the, like, you know that you will have the 10 of Pentacles. So you're happy. You're like, well, I'll have abundance still. Like, I can, logically, your head is saying, move in this direction because I'm going to give you physical abundance. Your heart is pulling you in the other direction because it's saying, I'm trying to give you emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. And Spirit is saying, change your perspective. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can have both. Both are meant for you. We're just trying to even them out right now. We're just trying to balance them out right now. And balance out your Queen of Swords energy as well. Because for some Divine Feminines, like your Queen of Swords, I mean, she's a very logical woman, but she's also the one that cuts that energy. She's not having it. She's the one who has those strong boundaries. And it's trying to heal, again, your Queen of Swords and your Queen of Cups so that you can manifest with all of your tools, with everything that you need. Right? Because you are also the Empress. Divine Feminine, you are also the Empress. You are every queen. It's trying to help you manifest this new beginning. But things need to balance out. The moon also, as I'm filming it, this is in the sign of Libra. And yeah, see the top of the deck, you have Hermit. Continue to, again, this is that 9 energy. Continue to work on yourself, on your own pentacles. Trust in your heart that you will have both, but continue to work on your pentacles. You also have to make sure that you are secure no matter what. Because there may be a, like, I don't know, depending on some of you, depending where you are, although I kind of doubt it. Like, I do feel like this is the energy where we're starting to come together. But it may kind of happen depending where you are in your journey and your own healing and your own whatever it is that you have to deal with. It might happen like a few days after the full moon kind of energy. So again, it's like just knowing that Divine is trying to give you both. and we're so close, but change your perspective. Don't try to fight like one energy or the other, your headspace or your heart space, your logic or your spiritual understanding of this journey, right? The light and the dark within you. It's about balancing those energies. And look, you have 2 white horses and 2 black horses. And then you have water energy, which is the ultimate divine feminine energy, and you have fire energy, the ultimate divine masculine energy, sun and moon energy. And when the full moon happens, that's when sun and moon are completely opposite in the sky. Wow, okay, Spirit just gave me a kind of visual as well, because after, like if you look at it in a natal chart, if I were to, hold on, can you see that? Yeah, okay. If I were to draw a circle, right now, because where is the sun? So say the sun is here, like say this is the, this is Taurus, because the sun is in Taurus right now. In the sign of Taurus on this side. Across from that, directly across from that is the sign of Scorpio, where the moon is. And so what happens is, this is where the sun is. Like, okay, so, sorry. I'm trying to kind of translate it as they're showing it to me. So essentially what I'm saying is like, you are opposite from each other right now. You're on your own personal journeys right now. And this is the energy where the masculine, like the divine feminine is about to start descending. Right? If this was a circle, this was the top of the circle, this was the bottom of the circle, this is when the divine feminine is starting to descend. So essentially because the sun is still moving this way. So the divine feminine, I hope you can see that and you can see my fingers. The sun is still moving this way. The divine feminine is coming like behind the divine masculine. So this is the energy where the divine masculine is meant to take action right now. As we move into the new moon, right? So that when you come together, you're able to manifest together. Divine feminine is about to start like coming up behind the masculine. So the divine masculine needs to take the lead until they come together with the new moon. And then after the new moon, the divine feminine takes the lead and the divine masculine follows. And you're always going, the moon moves a little bit faster than the sun though, which is interesting. Well, actually, technically the sun never moves. But the moon is moving around the earth. I think you understand what I mean. But when you look at it in a birth chart, like that is how it kind of looks. Because you are also the sun in the birth chart. Like you are the center of your birth chart. And you are a fraction of the sun. You are a star, right? You are a light being. I hope that imagery made sense. That's kind of just like, they just showed me that and told me, hopefully it made sense to at least one of you. Let me know in the comments down below if that made any sense to you. Okay, give me the divine masculine's energy in his head, heart, and environmental space. Give me the divine masculine, thank you. 3 of Swords. Yeah, they're still dealing with this heartbreak, this betrayal in their head space. In their logical mind, they're still dealing with it. In their heart space, what's going on with the divine masculine, divine in your heart space? Ace of Wands. Yeah, but the divine masculine wants this new spark. The divine masculine wants this new beginning. He wants to take that ace and come forward with it as the King of Wands, right? Move forward in passion and action. Okay, and then give me 3D space for the divine masculine energy. What's going on for the divine masculine energy? So many cards. Interesting cards, though. But I'm going to take them back. Sorry, 1 second. What is going on for the divine masculine in his 3D space at this time as we move towards this divine union? Well, yeah, as we move towards this divine union, but as we move towards the full moon in Scorpio, what is going on in the divine masculine's 3D space? Okay. Reunion. Yeah, he wants a reunion. I also feel like there may be an energy of old things in every kind of maybe that's also why he still has this betrayal and this karmic kind of energy in his headspace, because I feel like there is a certain aspect of still dealing with that, maybe in his 3D environment. In his heart, he just wants a new start. He wants a new beginning. He wants to build his own family tree, I feel like. But in the 3D space, like he's still going through energies from the past. But this is like, there's different ways to read this energy, because first, I guess, actually, hold on. Let me just clarify so that I'm clear, and so that you get the message directly from Spirit. But I do feel like there's an energy of wanting to have a reunion with the Divine Feminine, again, because he knows in his heart that he just wants this new spark, this new start, this passionate beginning. There's also, this is an energy of like ancestors. This is giving me two energies. One, this is like feed your ancestors, divine masculines, because they're trying to help you, and they're also trying to feed you. Like they're also trying to give you this cup so that you're able to move forward also in love, as the King of Cups, right? That came out. But there is also an energy of like the past, right? The past is coming back. And then you have Knight of Wands, which is again an energy of wanting to move forward passionately, quickly. This is also giving me like the Divine Masculine is transforming into their spiritual purpose, into their spiritual destiny. But there is still procrastination about it, because they are still guarded, I feel like. Right? They're also a little bit defensive, because in their headspace they have this Three of Swords energy, right? And that's why things are moving slow to complete this cycle, because they're still in Hermit energy, which is again that Knight's, the Horse energy, the 9 energy, receiving their understanding, right? Receiving their truth with the sword, the Ace of Swords, receiving this new idea, right? Refining also this thought that is coming in, that is helping them heal also their headspace for this 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like there's an energy of they don't want to sabotage it this time, and things are unknown to them, which is maybe why there hasn't been an equal give and take. Yeah, see, four of Pentacles, which is about holding on. You're not offering anything at this moment. You're holding on to all of your pentacles. He's the Emperor, right? And information is coming in. Okay, I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to receive the message from Spirit. What is going on? What does Spirit want the Divine Masculine to know about this energy? And then I think I might just close it there. Or maybe I'll close, maybe for the connective energy. I don't think I've ever done that, but something just told me to do that. So we'll do that, and then we'll close out. Yeah, see, I didn't mean for this to be this long, but it was, because there's a lot of messages right now. There's a lot of changes happening, so Spirit's trying to give you all the information so that you're able to make it, right? In the nick of time, in this divine timing. Ooh. Okay, so what's going on? What does Spirit want the Divine Masculine to know in their headspace right now with this playful energy? Ooh. Interesting, it flew right into wait for important information. And then you have Princess of Wands, which is like Page of Wands. And you have this summer energy. Okay, interesting. I feel like as we move into the summer months as well, because the Page of Wands energy is like the spark, and this desire to move forward, again with this Ace of Wands that they have. They want to move forward with this ace. They want to make an offer. They want to create something. But they haven't moved yet. The page is an energy of like you haven't actually taken any steps yet. But there's a desire to. Right? I feel like Spirit is saying like think, because this karmic energy is in the past. I feel like the divine is telling the masculine to think to the future, think to summertime. Maybe where do you want to be in the summertime? What do you want to have had kind of bloom around you by the summertime, by Cancer season, Leo season, Virgo season? What is it that... Yeah. They're like, that's what you need to focus on. Stop focusing on this karmic. Stop focusing on this heartbreak. Stop overanalyzing that. Stop being like too critical or logical about that. Think about your future. What do you want to build? Stop looking at the past, right? Look to your future. Where do you want to go as you move forward? And then you do have some bird energies, which is also like, listen to spirit. Continue to listen and to receive the messages that like the birds are giving you, right? Or also that nature is giving you. For some of you, this is information of the divine feminine, or maybe it's a feminine energy in your life. Or also for some of you, this could be like again, that ancestral energy, an ancestor, a feminine ancestor that's trying to come through and give you this kind of spark of inspiration. For my divine masculines. Okay, what's going on in your heart space, divine masculine? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it's like keep also playing with this energy of an equal give and take, right? Make sure in all areas of your life, whatever you're giving, you're also receiving. But that's also an interesting energy, because for some instances, and look, you have King of Cups. It's like, open up your heart. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is just giving me like, just continue to give as well. Like, know that as you continue to give, you will receive back tenfold. Because that's how it works. Is when you sorry, tripping over my words. When you give from your heart space, when you take action from your heart space, especially if it's wanting to create, like I feel like there is an energy of wanting to create a family. It's like this mother energy that's nurturing these. Maybe for some of you, you might be having twins. Or maybe there's like two projects that you're nurturing during this Taurus season as well, with that Taurus energy. Or maybe again, there's two things that you're kind of juggling. I feel like it's, honestly, I kind of feel like it's the same type of energy. 10, because you have 6 of Pentacles, but then you have King of Cups. You have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. I feel like you can have both, right? But continue to open your heart, continue to give your best, right? As a king, continue to give as a king of action. And then again, this is this polarity of masculine and feminine energy. Mastering the masculine and feminine energy within yourself as a divine masculine, right? Allowing yourself to be open, to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to feel the effects and the emotions of the energy of the moon and how that affects your emotions. Does it make you frustrated and help you to create, or does it make you destroy everything that you've worked so hard to build? Can you be creative in this space, right? It's like focus on your creativity is what this is giving me as well, this Page of Wands. Okay, give me 3D space for the divine masculine. Clarify that energy. Clarify 3D space, thank you. 2 of Pentacles. Again, as I was saying, right? Those two energies that you're kind of going back and forth with. I feel like also there may be an energy of like, do you feel like you're taking on more than you can handle in these two spaces? Like, maybe do you need to focus on just one pentacle at this time? But then also with this energy, this playful energy, it's also seeing like it is being, just have fun, right? Just give, just be creative in these areas of your life. And then you have Venus energy, which is like charm, art, and beauty. These are spaces that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into. But that you have to connect to your King of Cups energy to even get to the, like, blood, sweat, and tears. That is the waters that we carry, right? That is that Cups energy, that water energy. So you have to be able to connect to that space and then decide if you're going to commit to also, there's an energy of sacrifice, right? A mother would sacrifice for her babies. Are you willing to sacrifice for the things that you love? And it's also giving me like, see the higher perspective. I'm also seeing let go of the pain, right? Okay. Wow, you have Wheel of Fortune. Closing off through this section, Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning. The karmic wheel is turning. This is a karmic wheel in the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this confusion is ending because 7 of Pentacles, after that 6 of Pentacles, we've been patient and now we know what we want to manifest and how we want to move forward from our heart space. And this is with your Queen of Pentacles, right? Who is also the Empress energy in the Minor Arcana. Yeah, the wheel is turning. And luck is also on your side. Also the Sagittarius energy. I do feel there's an energy of when the moon moves into the sign of Sagittarius. After the full moon, that is when we're going to start to see these energies kind of come into play. So Divine Feminines, focus your head on this 10 of Pentacles. Focus your heart on this 10 of Cups. And in your 3D space, continue to just continue to wait for important information and just take one slow step at a time. Every single day, just do what you need to do to kind of manifest these energies in your head and your heart space, right? So that you're able to move forward in the light. Divine Masculines, focus on your creativity, on what it is that you do want to create, on what it is that you do want to manifest, that you have been feeling in your heart space with the Ace of Wands. Understand what you also may have to sacrifice, right? With this new beginning that you want in your heart. What are the things that you have to sacrifice? How much more do you have to give in a certain space to be able to receive in return? Also that 6 of Cups energy. This is past efforts bringing present rewards. And then 6 energies. That's also harmony and balance, right? Things are weighing out. Things are balancing out. 2 of Pentacles at this time. So understand also that things are balancing out. Some things are coming back into the forefront because now you have to deal with those things. Allow the wheel to turn. Okay, let me quickly pull some cards for the collective energy. Where is the union at this time? Where are we in the union at this time? I'll pull 4 cards. Ooh. Maybe even I'll pull like a card for each day for the next 4 days. And of course 4 cards fell out. But I don't know what order they go in. But you have the Moon, you have Justice, you have Queen of Wands, matched to that King of Wands, and then you also have 7 of Wands, which is again that defensive energy. But it's also like standing up for what you believe in, right? From what you want to create from your heart space with that green energy. But I'm gonna pull 4 cards, and then we're gonna close out. I promise. Okay. I hope I didn't just shuffle those in backwards. Okay, what is the connective energy for the next 4 days from the time of me filming this? But also remember, whenever you see this video, if you're watching from the future, this will be the next 4 days for you, is how this should resonate. Okay. What's going on in the divine union in the next 4 days? What is the energy? Ooh, of course. Sorry guys, 1 second. Yeah, see, I did shuffle them in backwards. Damn it. Sorry, friends. Let me just get my deck in order. Interesting though, you had 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What's going on in the divine union in the next 4 days? From the time of me filming this, as we move through the energies. Ooh. The Emperor. 7 of Cups. Yep. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. And then one more card, please. Last card. Last card. Ooh. Oh yeah. Sorry, this is what it is when I shuffle on camera. But I also feel like the messages are kind of more authentic that way. Give me the last card, please. One card. 4th day. Ooh, okay. That was 2 cards. Just give me one. Okay, this one wants to come out. Knight of Cards. What? Knight of Wands. And you have Ace of Cups at this bottom of the deck, which is that self-love energy. See, to find your own personal strength as information continues to come through. Okay, yeah, so I feel like first of all, for the next 4 days, continue to show yourself self-love. Fill yourself up with love so that you have enough to give, so that your cup can overflow. Right? Emperor energy. I feel like there is an energy of like the divine masculine is coming into his energy. But I feel like there also still may be some feelings of confusion. I feel like there's still maybe a lot of offers on the table that maybe we haven't completely closed out. Like there are still different paths that we could possibly take. So it's about deciding what is going to give you your 10 of Cups. It's about moving towards your 10 of Cups, but also your 10 of... Sorry, I see I'm saying 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles, but also your 10 of Cups. Right? When you're in the 7 of Cups energy, the goal is to get to the 10 of Cups. But then you have 10 of Pentacles. It's like you want to also feel secure as well. I feel like, again, this is about a stable foundation. This is about generational wealth that we're building. So you want to make sure that there are no illusions, right? Like you're not getting caught up in a fantasy. It's real life. It's tangible in your hands. Money, inheritance, whatever it is for you. This physical abundance that's coming into your life. This may be, again, a child that may be coming into your life. Like that is a real thing that you're going to have to also deal with. Again, you might have to sacrifice for. So what does that mean? And then it's about moving forward. It's finally taking that passionate action. And I feel like this would probably be the time of that full moon from me filming this, right? It's in like... Actually, no. I think in 3 days from now, right? Today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday energy. That's when you're moving forward. See, as I said, it's kind of after the full moon. Because I feel like the time of the full moon, maybe you might be receiving, right? The full moon has a way of bringing things into completion, of handing out the karma to the people that is meant to be dealt to, either in a positive way or a negative way. So that's also going to affect how you move forward. So you have to wait for that abundance. You have to wait for that cycle to end, I feel like. Okay. Again, continue to show love in that space. That is your reading. I hope that resonated. I hope that made sense to you, my divine masculines and feminines. I hope that you continue to show yourself love. I hope that you remember your higher purpose in this connection. I pray that you continue to follow the energy of the moon. Trust and believe that you can have everything that you wish and desire, but you have to you have to balance your head and your heart space. Because that's really what it's about. It's balancing those energies, balancing the masculine and the feminine within you. Your physical world, but also your spirit. It's about satisfying your physical world, but also satisfying your spiritual purpose within that physical world. That is what's going to lead you to true abundance. But it comes from also knowledge of self, knowing who you are on your own personal journey, so that you are able to move forward and create a new beginning as well. This is card number 12, which reduces to 3, right? Which is about creativity. Again, you have that spark. Focus on your creativity for both of you. Yeah, and that is the energy. Happy healing, my loves, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.